Hi, it's Stephen here for the Idiot Quilter, and this is another demo today, a demo video, where I'm going to talk a little bit about the Accuquilt cube system. And this is what I'm talking about. You can buy a set of dies that are for different sizes of blocks. They all work together to create that block, and they come in a kit like this. And so I thought I'd talk about what you'll find in one of these boxes and why this is a really good way to add to your Accuquilt die collection. So I'm going to put this down. I'm just going to move my video camera over so you can see this a little better. So just give me a second. So this is one of the cube systems that Accuquilt provides. They come in a variety of sizes. This is the 8-inch cube. It comes in a 4-inch, a 6-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, and a 12-inch. Now, the 10-inch and the 12-inch, you have to have one of the bigger machines in order to use these cubes. I have the Go Big Accuquilt system, and so I can handle any of those sizes. So let's see what you have in here. Well, there are 3 boxes within a box, and one of the things I really like about these boxes as a storage system is that they're very well built. These are very, very strong. They're stronger than an ordinary cardboard box, and so this makes it great for protecting your dies, keeping them organized, and they're stackable. So we have 3 pull-out sections here that have the dies. So we have a picture on the side of each one of these as to what dies are in here included. So we have quarter half square triangles, half square triangles, squares, and a large square. And these ones show similarly, and they're all different, but they all work together to create an 8-inch block. Now, let's start with the little box that's in here first, and let's pull this one out and take a look at what we have here. So it says, this is the Get Started DVD, pattern book, and cutting mat. So when you open it up, you have a DVD. And on this DVD, they show you patterns, they talk about the system and how it all works together. Now, this is one criticism I have of Accuquilt. They need to come into the modern age because people don't use DVDs or CDs anymore. In fact, anybody who's bought a computer recently in the last few years probably do not have a DVD or CD player built into them. Now, that's the case for me, but I do have external DVD players that can work with this. Now, maybe these are available on their website. I haven't really checked it out to see if you can download this information or if you can go to a say a YouTube video, which I think you probably can, or another area on the internet to see what's on this particular DVD. So we open this up, and what we have a 6x6 cutting mat, which is good to have because that will work with most of the blocks in this kit. In fact, I think it'll work with them all. And you have this booklet. Now, this booklet is important because it explains to you what you need to get started. It explains what you're going to find on that DVD that it came with. And it talks about each of the dies that are in the set. And they have a picture of them here as well, so you can see them. You go a little bit further on the book, it has some quick tips section, quilting basics, fabric die cutting, sewing die cut half square triangles, and then something called practice cutting. And they're showing you what you need to do to get the best results out of the machine. It talks about organizing the dies. Now, this is important. I did see a video about this recently that Accuquilt put up on YouTube. It says, keep your dies organized in their Go Cube storage case. For easy reference, the numbers 1 to 8 are included on the die labels and die pockets. Other Go Cubes can be purchased for 6, 9, and 12-inch blocks. Well, they show you the shape, they show you the die number, and then they talk about how it works in the 8-inch finished block. So this one, for example, is a 4.5-inch square, but it's 4 inches finished. This one is a 2.5-inch square, unfinished, but 2 inches finished, etc. And then they talk about half square triangle, and all of these are numbered here. Now, what I think would be useful, and I'll do this in a future video, is I'm going to make a legend sheet. So when I look at a pattern, a standard quilt pattern, I can see something like, say, I need a 2.5-inch square or a 2-inch finished square. Then I can just simply put the number of the die in my legend, and I can basically, before I start quilting, mark out my pattern with all of the numbers that correspond to the Accuquilt dies that will cut out the pieces that I need. That's going to be for a future video, because that's only an idea in my head right now. I haven't worked out the logistics of that. And then it says understanding block instructions, which again, very useful information. And then they've got a die cut chart example. Shape and shape number, how many of this shape you need, die number, and the amount of fabric needed. Okay, that's very good. That's for creating this particular block. And they do that with other blocks that come in this little booklet. So you can see this booklet is very, very informative about how to use the system, but also gives you patterns that work with the blocks that are in this particular set. So yes, don't neglect the little booklet if you buy one of these cubes. Okay, so that was in the small one. Let's pull our box over and let's pull out this bigger one. And this is where, as you can see, we have our dies. Again, I love the way that they've put this together, because this is very substantial. This is not flimsy cardboard. It is basically bookboard, if you know what that is. Okay, so here's how your dies. I'm trying to get it all into shot. Let me just adjust my screen. There we go. So here you see the dies all laid out in this set. So the first one, and you can see this one I have unwrapped, the other ones I haven't unwrapped yet. Okay, each one comes with a pattern and tells you exactly how to put the pattern together using the cutout pieces. On the little flap that's right here, it tells you that this is what number of die this is, 5. So that corresponds to the diagram of the pattern itself. It is a half square triangle, and it's 2 inches finished square when you have it together. So you know the measurements. It also has the product number on it as well. So that's very handy, and that's how they organize all of the dies in this set. So this one is a 3¼ inch unfinished square on point. Okay, so as I was saying, sorry, I got interrupted there for just a minute. So this is the square on point, 2¾ inches finished. It's number 6, and it corresponds right here to the pattern, and so on. Parallelogram, 45 degrees. Again, it shows you how it's used. And a rectangle, 2x4 finished. So that's in that set. But wait, there's more. So our last little box in a box. And in this one, we have a 4½ inch square, which finishes at 4 inches. We have a 2½ inch square that finishes at 2 inches. 4-inch finished square, half square triangle, and a 1/4 square triangle that finishes at 4 inches. So you can see all of these pieces work together for an 8-inch block. And as I said, I love the fact that they have these all numbered this way, because I think I can take a pattern and just match each of the things in the pattern that I have to cut with the appropriate die. So that is going to save me a lot of time when it comes to cutting, and I know I'm going to get very accurate cuts. So everything fits neatly into this little box, just like so. Oops. And there we have it. And that's the 8-inch cube. And as I said, these cubes come in different sizes, and they all work the same way. And so great for storing. These look really great on a shelf somewhere. They're heavy, so make sure you have a really well-built shelf. So I'm going to be getting some more of these. In fact, I have, this is the 8-inch, I also have the 10-inch, and I have the 12-inch and the 6-inch on order, and they should be coming any day. So in a next video, I am probably going to show how to make one of the blocks that they have the pattern for included with one of these cubes, just so you can see how it all works. So stay tuned for that video down the road. So far, I am very impressed with Accuquilt. And I have to say, though, it is an expensive investment. One of these cubes costs, depending on the size, upwards to $400. Okay, that's a lot of money. But if you priced each one of the dies out separately, well, it would work out to a little bit more than that, I think. And sometimes you can get these on sale as well. So, you know, it's worth waiting for a sale because these are expensive. Okay, so I hope, I'm just going to move my camera up here. Sorry if I'm making you sick. Okay, so that's this video. And I intend, as I've already said, to have more videos in the future about the Accuquilt system. And so I hope you'll tune in, and I hope you found this informative. So have a nice day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.